Hi, welcome to Learning Spark. My name's Jenny. Today I want to talk to you about the number one problem that children have with books. Breaks. Books break so easily, and so it's very important that you know how to repair them. So my typical go-to as a mom and a teacher has been clear packing tape. However, I have learned that that's actually not the best product out there to repair your books. I actually learned that there are specific kinds of tapes that offer more flexibility and stretchability so that those pages can turn easier. So today I want to show you how to make some of those repairs with the more flexible tape. It's called book tape. So I have with me today the clear book tape that I purchased on Amazon. I purchased the 2-inch size and also the 1-inch size. The reason why I chose these different sizes is because I'm going to be showing you a couple different types of repairs, and depending on the repair that you're doing, you might need a different size just so that it looks a little more beautiful. So as you can see here, I have quite a few broken books. So this one here is a board book, and we have a binding tear because the spine of the book is where this nice little spine here has torn out. But I also have on this board book a paper tear. So I'm going to show you how to repair both of those. In addition to that, we have a back cover tear off. So this one is the back cover of this book. This is also a board book, so I'm going to be showing you how to fix the back cover and keep the spine in good shape. I also have one more book that is a paper flip book. As you can see, the pages need to be very flexible. I have attempted a repair on this book several times. You can see my packing tape here. Today I'm going to be trying the flex tape with the book guard tape that I bought on Amazon, and I'm going to hopefully be able to repair this so it can have the flexibility it needs to stay as a flat book. So these are the repairs we're going to talk about today. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and start with this lift-a-flap book that is a little more fragile because it really needs the flexibility of this good book guard tape. I'll go ahead and link this in the comments, but you can go ahead and see the book guard logo there. I do have the 2-inch and also the 1-inch tape. So we're going to go ahead and start this repair. I first look at the book and decide, okay, where's going to be the best place to place some tape. Now I've already repaired this book a few times over, so I'm going to show you what the packing tape looks like. It's quite obvious. It's quite shiny. It has quite a lacquer to it. So that's another reason why you might want to go with book guard tape, is it actually doesn't have as much of a sheen to it. So looking at this book, it almost has a little bit of a pocket here. So you can kind of pull this back and slide your tape in there. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you're gonna pull that back, slide this tape in there. Now the reason why we're doing this is because we want that range of motion. We want to keep the range of motion, and doing it this way by tucking it into the sleeve here, we're going to be able to protect that range of motion just a little bit more. So we push that down just so it sticks ever so slightly. And then we're gonna take this teeny corner. It's almost like doing a puzzle. You wanna line this up as seamlessly as you can. And then you're going to press down to get that tape to stick. Now we're gently going to lift this because we don't know how well it's stuck on the other side. And we really wanna test that flexibility. I'm making an extra crease here so that the lift-a-flap will not tear. And it appears that our repair has held. Now we still have the problem of this piece here not sticking down, so we're gonna add some tape to that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my 1-inch tape because I don't really need a big overlap here, so 1 inch is gonna be sufficient. You want to make this tape as smooth as possible. down all the creases. Now we're going to do that lift to flap again. You're going to hear some snap, crackle, pop. That is normal. Now, just as a reinforcement, I can feel that this is not super secure, and I know how rough kids can be on books. So I'm gonna add an additional layer of tape to help reinforce this edge here. I am just trying to press down all of the bubbles, make it as seamless as possible. And there we have it. We have our fixed lift flap book. And this is actually very sturdy. As you can see, I can actually pull on this and it seems to do just fine. So this book has been repaired. The next book that we're going to repair is this Cuttlebug book here. This should be a fairly simple repair because it is the back cover of the book that has been damaged. This actually was torn completely off. So we do have a decent size repair here. The only trick on this one is that this page connects to another page. So there's a hole here. So we're going to have to make sure that this lines up perfectly as we tape it. So first we're going to line it up and then close the book, keeping it pinch tight and closed. Now we're going to make this repair. I would definitely recommend a 2-inch tape on this section so that we can place the tape all the way around the spine of the book. That's going to get us the best range of motion for this book. So as you can see, you want to press all the edges. This is my favorite part about this book guard tape, is that you can see there's a couple of bubbles here, but you can work them out because this tape is so flexible, you can literally push the bubbles and creases out of it. So that's what differentiates this from packing tape. In addition, it's a lot less shiny and noticeable. Obviously there was a repair made, but it's a pretty good repair. You really don't see too much of the sheen. The edges definitely need to be pressed down. And this is how the back turned out. So now the Cuttlebug book is mostly repaired. We still have a section here in the middle. As you can see, the spine of the book needs to connect. So we need these 2 pages to connect, which is going to need to be flexible because of this binding here. So we're gonna need something that can really take the motion and not break. So let's start this repair. Now, as I'm measuring this 2-inch tape, it's looking like this is really going to cut into the imagery of this book. So I have actually decided that I'm going to switch to the 1-inch tape in order to preserve the illustrations a little better. The smoother you lay your tape, the smoother your look will be. And here we go. We have the side is fixed, reattached, and our inlay fits, and we can, in fact, turn the page. Now this is nice and flexible. The thing that I love about this tape is how flexible it really is. I can actually bend this further backward than I should. I can even bend it like this. This flex tape is a game changer. It is still completely intact, but it can take a little bit more wear and tear from those toddlers if you use this flexible tape versus the packing tape, which when you bend it typically snaps. So this is really great stuff to have at home to repair these books. And this is one of the coveted, prized, most wonderful polka dot books that I know that all toddlers love. They have these little bubbles in them. They are the favorite books, so they get a lot of loving. So with these books, they break actually fairly easy. So you can see even on this first page, even though it hasn't broken yet, we have a slight tear that is coming through here, right around here. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce that before the tear is complete. I'm choosing a 1-inch tape in order to preserve the illustrations. I'm holding the tape up on the one side so that I can press and get a nice clean stick on the other side. Then I'm gonna line this up before I place my tape down to make sure I get it as smooth as possible. And there we have it, nice smooth repair. Okay, as you can see, we have a nice page removal here by the toddlers. They did a great job tearing apart this book. So we are gonna start with our first page tear, which as you can see right here has a little bit of a paper tear to it. So this is actually helpful. This is going to help us line up our illustrations. The first thing you wanna do is make sure that your page that remains is very smooth. I have a little bit of damage here to spread out nice and easily. So this is going to have to connect to this nice and exactly. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative with my tape, but we are going to be able to do this repair. I am going to start here in order to stabilize this repair and make connecting these lines with an arch a little bit easier. I want to take a second to go ahead and show you how flexible this tape really is. I'm going to go ahead and pull on it. So you can see how flexible this stuff is. Oop. So it is quite flexible. It can be broken. It can still tear again, but this stuff can take a beating, just like our toddlers like to give our books. So this is a great product to have. Once again, it's called Book Guard. So with our spine repair here, we're going to need to have some tape on this binding because I can see right here that there was glue that was helping keep all of these pages attached to here. So we're gonna have to add some rolled tape in here to help secure the tape to the binding and to the cardboard. Pressing down here, trying to keep all of the pages in line. Now we're gonna go ahead and reinforce this. As you can see, our rolls are here. We need to reinforce this page. Now it's going to be very difficult to get these pages to line up perfectly, so you just want to proceed with caution. As you can see, this book here is going to need a little bit of strength to keep it together here in the middle. So we're gonna go with a 2-inch size tape on this section. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that this was helpful and sparked your learning. I hope that you are able to save some books. I hope that you're able to save them from being retired. I hope that you're able to fix your books, and if you have any questions on what techniques to try or what to do with this specific book, please hit me in the comments. I would love to help you with whatever I can. Thanks again for watching today, and have a great day. Goodbye.